guys, it's me, and it's Mask Monday with the Beauty Ninja. Anyways, I know, I'm like, what is wrong with that girl today? So, got a little chilly. That's okay. At this rate, after, summer, a little chilly. This is like air conditioning, okay? But we're going to use that warming honey potion from pharmacy. And this is a wash-off mask, but when you put it on, what the heck? Let's just start putting it on. I broke a couple nails. I've been saying for a couple weeks now that I need to do my nails so that they wouldn't break, and then I didn't do my nails, and guess what? They broke. So yeah, my bad. But with the short nail, that means I can actually go in here and get some of this. I'm going to use you for a mirror. Hope you don't mind. Wow, I was thinking there wasn't that much left, but seriously, I think there's at least a dozen more times left in here. Alright, let's put this back on. And now you're supposed to rub it, and as you rub it, it turns white. And as it turns white, there, you can kind of see it there, right? It gets warm. And basically what happens when it gets warm is it's drawing blood to the area. Blood carries nutrients and healing. Your blood is what carries all the good stuff to where it's got to go, right? So that's why a lot of times you use like a heating pad, things of that nature. It soothes it because it encourages your body to bring healing properties to that area. So, yeah. Now, y'all know what my face looked like before I put this on. We need some healing properties. Let me go wash my fingers off and put my mask on, and I'll be right back with a bit of the Bible. Okay, so we are reading out of the King James Version. This was a Bible given to me when I went to confirmation in the Lutheran Church. I was 16. I am now 64, so you can just guess how old this is. I have never, I've kept it all these years. It was special to me. I kept it, but I never opened it up and read it. Like, seriously. So today is Genesis 49. Let's see, where did we leave off in 48? And Israel said unto Joseph, Behold, I die, but God shall be with you and bring you again into the land of your fathers. Moreover, I have given to thee one portion above thy brethren, which I took out of the hand of the Amorite with my sword and my bow. That's a story that I don't remember reading. Perhaps it is in the Bible somewhere else. But here's another thing about the Bible. People that want to say like, oh, it's just a book, it wasn't written by. There is in history somewhere. If you talk to historians that are not Christians, they can find where these things actually happened in history. I took out of the hand of the Amorite with my sword and bow. Somewhere there is records of that that are not necessarily Christian records, but they're, because when stuff happens, of any kind of relevance, usually more than one person is taking note, okay? And you know, I'm also a serious believer that just because you have not read the Bible does mean that you're not a Christian. I don't think that you have to read the Bible to get to heaven. Otherwise, what about people that can't read, you know? I mean, yeah, somebody could read it to them, but still, I just don't feel like God says, no, okay, everyone that has not read the Bible on this side, you're all going to hell. I don't believe that. I do believe that it gives you some insight and, you know, some great information, and will bring you closer to God and your relationship with God, because it is about your relationship with God. It's more about your relationship with God than it is about whether you do good things or bad things. There's not a tally sheet somewhere that says, oh, you did X amount of good things compared to X amount of bad things. That's not. One bad thing is takes all the good, you know. The difference is Jesus died for our sins. So if you're just sorry about the bad things, you have to be sorry. You have to be remorseful. And Jesus has already paid for your sins. You don't have to feel guilty. You don't have to, you know, wallow in self-pity because I did this, I'm a bad person. No, Jesus paid for that with so much mortal pain, and only He knows how much spiritual pain He went through for us, because He loves us so much. I'm getting completely off the subject, aren't I? Squirrel! Okay, God, make me focus, God. And 49 in Genesis, and Jacob called unto his sons, and said, gather yourselves together, that I may tell you that which shall befall you in the last days. Gather yourselves together, and hear, ye sons of Jacob, and hearken unto Israel your father. Israel and Jacob are the same person, okay? Reuben, thou art my firstborn, my might, and the beginner of my strength, the excellency of dignity and the excellency of power. Unstable as water, thou shalt not excel, because thou went up to thy father's bed, then defiled thou it. He went up to my couch. Not really sure what that, I think we did read a story about that, though. Simon and Levi are brethren. Instruments of cruelty are in their habitations. Ooh, Simon and Levi got a little mean streak. Okay. O my soul, come not thou unto their secret, unto their assembly, my honor, be not thou united, for in their anger they slew a man, and in their self-will they dig down a well. A wall. I'm sorry, not a well, a wall. Oh my soul. Okay, so Simon and Levi evidently killed a man, and in their self-will they brought down a wall. Cursed be their anger, for it was fierce, and their wrath, for it was cruel. I will divide them in Jacob and scatter them in Israel. Judah, thou art he whom thy brethren shall praise. Thy hand shall be in the neck of thy enemies. Thy father's children shall bow down before thee. Judah is a lion's whelp. From the prey, my son, thou art gone up. He swooped down sure if I was recording or not. He swooped down, he couched as a lion, and as an old lion, who shall rouse him up? The scepter shall not depart from Judah, nor a lawgiver from between his feet, until Shiloh come, and unto him shall the gathering of the people be. Alright, so he's basically foretelling what's going to happen to each of his sons. Binding his foal you know, there's an old Russian tale that when you sneeze while you're reading, that means it was true. Binding his foal unto the vine, and his ass's colt unto the choice vine, and he washed his garments in wine, and his clothes in the blood of the grapes. Binding his foal, the scepter shall not depart from Judah until Shiloh come. So I guess we're talking about Shiloh. His eyes shall be red with wine, and his teeth white with milk. Zebulun shall dwell at the haven of the sea, and he shall be for a haven for ships, and his border shall be unto Zidon. Issachar is a strong ass couching down between two burdens. And he saw that the rest was good, and the land that it was pleasant, and bowed his shoulder to bear, and became a servant unto tribute. Dan shall judge his people as one of the tribes of Israel. Interesting. Dan shall be a serpent by the way, an adder in the path, that bite the horse heels, so that the rider shall fall backward. I have waited for thy salvation, O Lord. Gad, G-A-D, a troop shall overcome him, and he shall overcome at the last. Out of Asher his bread shall be fat, and he shall yield royal dainties. Naphtali is a hind let loose. He gives goodly words. Joseph is a fruitful bough, even a fruitful bough by a well, whose branches run over the wall. The archers have sorely grieved him, and shot at him, and hated him, but his bow abode in strength, and the arms of his hands were made strong by the hands of the mighty God of Jacob. From thence is the shepherd, the stone of Israel. Even by the God of thy father, who shall help thee, and by the Almighty, who shall bless thee with blessings of heaven above, blessings of the deep that lie under, blessings of the breast and of the womb. The blessings of thy father have prevailed above the blessings of my progenitors, unto the utmost bound of the everlasting hills. They shall be on the head of Joseph, and on the crown of the head of him that was separate from his brother. Benjamin shall raven as a wolf. In the morning he shall devour the prey, and at night he shall divide the spoil. All these are the 12 tribes of Israel. So the 12 tribes of Israel are actually the 12 sons of Jacob. Interesting. And that's not just in the Bible. That's like, that's almost every religion that's not Native American has, well, and even Native Americans, I believe, have something similar to that in their histories. So that would kind of tell you that there's some truth to this. This is it that their father spoke unto them, and blessed them. Every one according to his blessing, he blessed them. And he charged them, and said unto them, I am to be gathered unto my people. Bury me with my fathers in the cave that is in the field of Ephron of the Hittite. I think I'm getting a little better at this. In the cave that is in the field of Machpelah, which is before Mamre, in the land of Canaan, which Abraham bought with the field of Ephron and the Hittite for a possession of a burying place. Okay, we heard that story. We know that one. That was it? I can't remember. Sarah, I believe, that was the first buried there. Look at how poofy my hair is. I'm using a new oil. Okay, back. There they buried Abraham and Sarah, his wife. There they buried Isaac and Rebekah, his wife. And there I buried Leah. The purchase of the field and of the cave that is therein was from the children of Heth. And when Jacob had made an end of commanding his sons, he gathered up his feet unto the bed, and yielded up the ghost, and was gathered unto his people. And Joseph fell upon his father's face, and wept upon him, and kissed him. Guys, there is one more chapter of Genesis. So Genesis, which I wouldn't know because I hadn't ever read the Bible, but it seems like Genesis ends with the end of Israel. Again, is that like a prophecy that things end with the end of Israel? Wow, huh? Anyways, this is feeling really good on my face. It really is. My face was kind of needing it. My hair is like doing some, I don't know, I might need to put some like spray something on it just to tame it a little bit, because we are poofing away. Anyways, so comments. Have you read the Bible? What do you think of some of the analogies that are coming out of this last couple of chapters? Let me know. Comment below. What mask did you use today? Did you mask today? You should have masked today. Everybody should mask on Monday. You're watching the Mask Monday videos. Mask, relax. Have you a little cup of tea. I need a straw. I can't do this without a straw. I managed to do it without it running down my face. That's a challenge. So, until the next time, I hope you wake up dancing. Wake up dancing. Ba-bom-bom. Wake up dancing every single day. Bye-bye, and God bless you all.